Welcome everyone to the very first ever King of Games tournament on this channel. This is a brand new segment on this channel where I will be hosting 8 or technically 9 different tournaments on this channel to decide who the true King of Games is. First of all, I just want to give a special shout out to Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything. This was very heavily inspired by his tournament on his channel that I've been helping him out with. It was a lot of fun doing the Best Friends tournament with him, and I'm excited to do the villains and every other tournament that he wants to do with me. It's been a very fun collab, and I'm excited for that. I asked Dylan if he was cool with me hosting tournaments on my own channel as well, and of course he was excited for that, and he thought it was a great idea, so I decided to do it for mine. So special shout out to my boy Dylan. I love him so much, and I'm happy I get to do this on my channel. So I hope you guys will enjoy. Okay, so let's talk about how this works. So I will be taking 8 different characters from DM all the way to Vrains, and I'm going to be randomly selecting them and putting them in tournaments. So there's going to be 9 different tournaments. So there's 8 tournaments where 8 characters will be selected at random to face off against each other. Each tournament is going to have only one main protagonist in each tournament to see if they're able to hold up against different rivals and villains and everything else, side characters and everything, to find out who wins. And then all 8 duelists who become King of Games tournament in each of their tournament will face off in the final tournament to decide who the true King of Games is. That is how this tournament is going to work. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of twists and turns. I can't wait to see all the different matchups. Remember, these duels are not scripted, so don't expect your specific favorite character to win because he's the MC and the favorite character. Don't expect that. This is completely unscripted, so anyone can win. It all depends on the hands you get and how each opponent is able to outplay each other. So this is going to be very fun, a lot of twists and turns. I can't wait to see what the outcome of the very first King of Games tournament is. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please enjoy. I will be in the chat as well, so you guys can talk to me while you're watching this live, which is going to be awesome. Enough talk. Let's find out who the true King of Games is. Let's duel. Alright, so let's talk about the contestant for the first tournament. So first off, we have the rival from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains series, Revolver. Next up, we have also from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains series, we have Ghost Girl. Next up from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 series, we have Ruri. Next up from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, we have the underdog himself, Joey Wheeler. Alright, next up from the GX series, we have the Pro Duelist, Aster Phoenix or Edo Phoenix. Next up from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D series, we have the MC, Yusei Fudo. So this is going to be a tough one here. And then from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains series, again, we have a third character from the Vrains series. We have I, aka the Dark Ignis in his human form. So we have the final villain of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains in this, along with Revolver and Ghost Girl. And then for the final contestant, we have from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexo or Zale series, Kaito Tenjo. So these are the 8 contestants for the first tournament. And now let's find out who is facing who in this tournament. Alright, so as you guys can see here on the bracket, these are the matchups. For the first matchup, we have Ghost Girl versus Ruri. Next up, we have a very tough matchup. We have Yusei Fudo from the 5D series versus I from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains series. This is going to be a tough one for sure. Next up, for the second bracket, we have Joey Wheeler versus Edo Phoenix. This is going to be a very tough climb for Joey, but we are excited to see what he's capable of. And then for the final matchup, as you can see here, we have a very tough rival versus rival matchup. We have Revolver versus Kaito. Who do you think is going to win? I gotta tell you, this is one amazing bracket right here. It's going to be very tough to see who wins this. There's a lot of amazing competitors on this bracket right here, but we're going to find out who wins. Put in the chat or in the comment section below, who do you think is going to win this tournament? Who do you think is going to win each round? Alright, so last time on episode 1, I highly recommend if you guys haven't watched episode 1, go watch episode 1 first before continuing this video. That had the matchups between Ghost Girl and Ruri and I versus Yusei. Those were very good duels. I'm not going to spoil it here. Go and watch those duels and then come back here to watch this. But in today's video, we're going to be doing episode 2, which is going to be Joey versus Edo, and it's also going to be Revolver versus Kaito. So especially that last match is going to be epic. But let's hop into the duels and see what these duels have to offer. All right, Joey, we're praying for you. We're praying for you. All right, so let's move on to round number 3. We have Joey versus Edo. So let's see what this duel brings us. That last duel was really rough. It was really rough. All right. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's see who's going first from here. Alright, we got Joey go first. He sets a monster, sets a back row. Alright, he sets Marauding Captain. Okay. Now it's Edo's turn. He summons Dunker, discards Destiny Hero. He discards Malicious to burn for 500, and then he attacks. He kills the Marauding Captain. Main phase 2, he sets Trap Jammer set face down. Alright, cool. So next is Joey's turn. A bit of a slower duel. That's fine. He summons Guilty of the Night. He discards a card to add his Red Eyes Black Dragon, his ace to his hand. Then he equips Lightning Blade to boost up Guiltia. Then he attacks, deals 1450 damage, alright? So it looks like Joey is taking a hard lead here. Very nice. Next is Edo's turn. So he has Fusion Destiny. He's going to activate Fusion Destiny to fuse 3 monsters together in order to summon Dominance, Destiny Hero Dominance. He activates its effect to excavate the top card of his own deck. Okay. Okay, so he attacks. He activates Fairy Box, but Edo chains Trap Jammer to negate it, so the attack will go through. So, alright, the attack goes through. Guiltia does some damage. Alright, Guiltia is dead now. Dominance allows him to draw a card. Okay, cool. Alright, so now it's Joey's turn. He needs something here. He needs to draw something good. Okay, he draws Monster Reborn. Very nice. He summons Draw Hand from the graveyard if he controls a Destiny Hero, and then he can draw a card. Both players can draw a card, so now Joey drew Alligator Sword as well. Alright, Joey activates sets a monster, activates a Monster Reborn. Alright, what's he gonna bring back? He's gonna bring back... Oh, he stole this commander to draw 2 cards. That was smart. Okay. Alright, so now during Joey's end phase, his fusion will destroy itself. And then he gets special summon 3 level 8 or lower Destiny Heroes from the graveyard, level 9 or lower, I believe. So he summons 3 Destiny Heroes. Okay, so now it is Edo's turn, and he will switch everything to attack. He will tribute Malicious to summon Double Dude. Double Dude will attack. Double Dude attacks again. He's not strong enough. Then Edo attacks with his draw hand, and Joey chains with Roulette Spider. He rolls the dice. So what does he get? He gets a 4. That means the attack gets redirected to one of Edo's own monsters, so he takes some damage. Alright, Edo just ends his turn here. He's sitting on that plasma. We all see it, but we know he's going to go for it. Alright, he summons Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon, discarding Red Eyes. He attacks with Alligator Sword. Edo activates the effect of Blade to increase all his Destiny Heroes by 800. This will allow Alligator Sword to be destroyed. Then his Red Eyes will attack Double Dude, dealing 200. So Joey's still in the lead, but we all know what's coming. We all see Edo's hand right now. Alright, ooh, he draws into Break the Destiny. That's a broken card right there. Okay, great. Alright, so he summons 2 Double Dude tokens from the graveyard. So he has enough materials. He summons Plasma, his ace. He activates Plasma's effect to absorb Red Eyes. Then he attacks his Red Eyes Baby Dragon. Baby Dragon will activate, summoning Gear Fit in defense. Dunker's not strong enough. He switches Dunker to defense and sets a back row, which is Break the Destiny. So now it is Joey's turn. Alright, it's not looking good for Joey now because we have Monster Effect Negate. Looks like Joey ended his turn. Edo activates Ring of Magnetism, equipping it to Plasma. He attacks with Plasma. Then he attacks with Dunker directly for 12. Okay. Alright, this is not looking good for Joey. Can he draw anything good here? He draws into Red Eyes Fusion, but unfortunately, Red Eyes is already in the graveyard, so he has no materials to summon his Red Eye Slash Dragon. That is unfortunate. So Joey's forced to end his turn. He bricked. Then Edo goes. He draws. And he finishes it off with his Plasma. Alright, that was a short and beautiful game. Very simple and straightforward. Not as long as the other ones. Joey, you did well. You did good. You dealt some good damage to Aster. You played some good moves. But yeah, once Plasma's on the field, there's not much you can do. And unfortunately, you did not top deck into something to come back. But it's okay. You did great, Joey. It was awesome. Unfortunately, he will not make it to be the king of games. But Edo moves on to the next round. All right. So let's move on to the final round of round 1. So we have an awesome matchup. We have Kaito versus Revolver. So let's see how this goes. They're both extremely powerful rivals. So this could go either way. So let's find out. Alright, main phase 1, Kaito goes first. He summons Thrasher, summons Lizard, tributes Lizard, adds Vanisher to his hand, special summons Vanisher, adds his ace to his hand, Alright, next he's going to overlay for a rank 4. He's going to summon his rank 4 Star Leader's Photon Blast Dragon. Activates its effect to special summon his ace to his hand. Awesome. So now Galaxy Eyes is on the field and he sets 2 back row. Awesome. Okay, very strong start for Kaito for sure. Next we have Revolver. Revolver summons Gateway Dragon. Link summons it immediately to special summon Striker Dragon. Okay, adds his field spell to his hand. He activates the field spell, special summons 2 rockets from his hand. Okay, now he summons a Link 2. Alright, he's popping off here. He summons the Lingerous Dragon. Alright, good. He's going to need that for later. Has a great graveyard effect. He summons a Link 3. So he's going to summon his Boroko Dragon. A nice little fusion with Yusaku and Revolver. Then he activates his Regenerator Equip to special summon a rocket from the graveyard. Alright, cool. Bam. Then the Lingerous Dragon. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Whoa, this is moving really fast here. Alright, he summons his Link 5 Boro End Dragon. That went by so fast. Alright, he targets an effect monster and a rocket in the grave, negates the effect of the effect monster on the field. And then I think he gets to special summon the rocket from the graveyard. So he negates the effect of Blast Dragon. Then he attacks Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. And keep in mind, Boro End Dragon cannot be targeted by card effects. So Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon's effect cannot activate because it needs to target. So then now Boro End Dragon can attack all monsters on the field. So he attacks, he kills Galaxy Eyes, and now he's going to attack Blast Dragon. He activates the effect, but it's negated, so it doesn't matter. Alright, that was a tough turn. Boro End, turn 1 for Revolver. That's insane. Alright, next we got Kaito. He draws Orbital 7. Not a very good card. Alright, he sets Mirror Sage and ends his turn. Revolver goes. Oh no, it's still, I think it's still the end phase. He activates Boro End's effect to pop his... Okay, so he targets his old monster to negate its effect, which will activate the effect of his Exploder rocket in order to pop itself, so both players take 2,000 damage. So now both players took 2,000. And then he special summons Tracer from the deck. Okay. Alright, so he's going to go for a sync play maybe. Alright, he activates Tracers, pop the field spell, summons a level 4. Yep, he is going for the good old Burrow Load Savage Dragon. So now he has Savage Dragon. He equips his Burrow Code Dragon to him, so he has 4,250 attack. He attacks with Boro End. Mirror Sage activates its effect when it's destroyed. Special summons a level 4 or lower from the deck. Galaxy monster, I believe. And then, but Revolver negates that effect with Boro Savage Dragon. Then Savage Dragon attacks directly. Oh, alright, so Kaito activated Counter Gate. So in the anime, he has an anime trap card that allows him to negate a direct attack to draw a monster card. So this is the closest replacement to it. So this is Counter Gate. So if he draws a monster, I mean, he gets to negate the attack anyway. But if he draws a monster, then he can normal summon. So what does he draw? He does draw a monster, but it's not, he can't normal summon it because it's a level 8. Oh boy, he almost lost right there. Oh boy. Okay, so now... Okay, he top decks into Message in a Bottle. So can he use that? So he activates Photon Lead. Okay. So Revolver instantly negates Photon Lead. He doesn't want him to get any monsters on the field, so he negates that. Okay. Activates Message in a Bottle to special summon 3 Photons from the graveyard with different levels onto the field, but their effects are negated and they have 0 attack. Okay. So what's the game plan here? Okay, he normal summons Galaxy Knight. Okay, he overlays his 2 monsters to summon number 62 Prime Photon Dragon. Okay. Oh, then he overlays to summon his Chaos monster, Chaos 62 Neo Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. Prime Photon Dragon gets attack equal to all of its materials, levels, and ranks times 200, so he's at 6,400 attack. Goes into the battle phase. He can detach a material to attack all monsters to get 3 attacks during the battle phase. Ooh, Revolver activates a trap card. He activates Magical Cylinder, so he will set Magic Cylinder from the deck to the back row, and he's allowed to activate it this turn. So now Kaito is forced to not attack this turn because then he'll lose. So he has to find a way to get around Magic Cylinders. That's going to be rough. Revolver draws and draws Rocket Synchron. Activate its effect to target a level 5 or higher in the graveyard. Then he link summons. Okay, he link summoned for a link 4 Boral Sword. So he gave up his whole field for Boral Sword because he knows he doesn't have enough attack points to get over his monster. So now with Boral Sword's effect, Boral Sword's effect is it can gain half the attack of the monster it's attacking. So I think that ended up being a double knockout. But Boral Sword Dragon cannot be destroyed by battle. So only one died, and that was Kaito. Alright, so there we go. So that's the end of the turn. He managed to get around his big boss. That was impressive, I'm not going to lie. Alright, he summons Orbital 7. He overlays for a rank 4. What's his plan here? Oh, he summons Starliege Paladynamo. Very nice. He activates it to negate the effect of Boral Sword Dragon and drop it to 0 permanently. So unfortunately, Kaito still cannot attack because Magic Cylinder is still set. So unfortunately, he has to end his turn. If Kaito had a little bit more life points, maybe he could have risked it. Probably not. All right, Revolver has to figure out how to get around this now. So let's see what he does. He summons a Rocky. He link summons for a link 2. Okay, he summons Quad Boral Dragon. Okay. So Quad Boral will discard a card to pop a monster. He destroys Paladynamo. And then Starliege Paladynamo allows Kaito to draw a card. Okay. Revolver he'll banish his Disruptor from the graveyard to add a rapid trigger to his hand, I believe. Yep, he does. The quick play. Alright, so right here, this was a misplay. Remember, we are dueling. We're humans. So the opponent did not notice that Lizard had more defense. So the life points doesn't matter. So they're tied right now because of that small mistake, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really impact the duel in any way. So that was just a small mistake. I just wanted to point that out so you guys are aware that, yeah. Alright, so let's see what Kaito can do here. It's not looking good. Alright, he sets a back row. Ooh, that's not looking good here. Alright, so next up, Revolver draws. He draws his 2 Okay, he goes for a link 3. Ooh, he summons Topologic Tresbina. Okay, he attacks with it. He kills the lizard. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's see what happens next. Okay, he draws Afterglow. Okay, he activates Accel Light. Special summons Galaxy Cleric. Activates effect. So now it's a Pot of Avarice. He'll select 5 Photon or Galaxies in the graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and draw 2. So does he draw what he needs in order to make a comeback here? Let's find out. Oh, he drew Monster Reborn and Orbital. Okay, so he activates Galaxy 0 to bring out Photon Thrasher. He overlays in order to summon. What does he bring out? Okay, he summons Blast Dragon again. He special summons a Photon from the hand. He summons Orbital. He activates a Monster Reborn to bring out his ace. He brings out his ace back to the field. Galaxy has Photon Dragon. Awesome. Alright, next he summons Afterglow from his hand. Ooh, nice. Okay. Alright, so what's the game plan here? Let's find out. Okay, he overlays for a rank 8. He summons Prime Photon again from his extra deck. Then he, oh my gosh, he's able to summon his Chaos Monster again. He was able to bring it back to the field. So we have the Chaos Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon. He equips Photon Orbital to gain more attack points. So now he's at 6,900 attack points. Incredible. So now he attacks Tresbina. Okay. Ooh. So Revolver activates Mirror Force. It did not work. Okay. So that is because of the effect of Photon Blast Dragon. So that makes it so all Galaxy monsters, I think on the field, Galaxy or Photon monsters on the field with 2,000 or more attack cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So Magic Cylinder could not activate and Mirror Force could not pop his monsters. So Kaito wins. Kaito defeated Revolver. Revolver did amazing, an incredible job. But Kaito was able to make an amazing top deck draw combo at the very end there and come back and just absolutely dominate with his evolution of his ace back again. That was incredible. That was such an amazing comeback for Kaito. Guys, Kaito moves on to round 2. So for round 2, we have as the winner, we have Rory, we have we have Edo Phoenix, and we also have Revolver. So those are the contestants for round 2. So now we are going to move on to the second round. Alright guys, that is it. Those are the round 1 matchups completed. Those are some epic duels. Everyone performed really well, as best as they could with the cards they were given. So it was really awesome just to see all of them fight at full power. Let's just do a quick overview of all the round 1 winners. So first off, we have Ghost Girl versus Rory. Rory did end up winning, which was awesome. unexpected, but Ruri got the win. Her ace monster Nightingale is just an absolute monster, so I guess it's not that much of a surprise if you've played her decks, the Lyraless deck. Next up, we have Yusei Fudo versus I, and unfortunately for a lot of Yusei fans, I was able to beat him. He was able to out-strategize him and, you know, stop all of Yusei's onslaughts, which was very impressive. So we got to give it to I. It was very impressive what he was able to do during that duel, and unfortunately Yusei did not make it, but maybe next year. Maybe next year he can make it. We'll see. But moving on to the second bracket, we have Edo versus Joey. Unfortunately, Joey was not able to defeat Edo. Edo did get Plasma early on. He didn't summon it early on, but he did have it. He had a pretty stacked hand early on, so Joey was only able to do so much. A lot of his new support hasn't come out in Master Duel yet. Once that does come out, he might have a better chance next year. So we'll see what happens. For the final rounds, we have Kaito versus Revolver. Definitely an absolutely epic way to end the round 1 finals with an unexpected win by Kaito at the very end against Revolver. It really seemed like Revolver was able to turn it around, but unfortunately he was unable to get the win, and Kaito was able to make an amazing comeback to steal round 1 away from Revolver. So that was an epic matchup. I'm not mad at that. That was such a mind-blowing duel. But next time on episode 3, we're going to be moving on to the semi-quarterfinals and the finals. So it's going to be the semi-quarterfinals and the finals all in one. So it's going to be 3 duels in the very last episode of this first tournament. So I hope you guys look forward to that. It's going to be awesome and a lot of fun to show you guys those duels and to just wrap it up and see who our first King of Games champion is. Who's going to be crowned the first King of Games. It's going to be awesome. But God bless you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this duel. If you want to see more, let me know. But yeah, guys, see you guys in the next video. Gotcha. Peace. See ya.